hsn.com to download.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN. Get inspired to cook simple, elegant meals at home with a brand new collection of kitchen tools, designed, tested, and proven from the experts at Food & Wine. Don't miss Food & Wine, only on HSN. There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Let's continue our celebration of National Jewelry Day here at HSN with a kid from the Bronx who's all grown up, now bringing you the very, very best of these classic Italian-inspired designs. If you want quality, if you want shimmer, if you want shine, if you want sterling silver, precious gold, we have everything your heart could possibly desire and everything you need just in time for Easter. It's his annual Easter visit. We're talking with Michael Anthony, and the one and only Anthony Paolercio is here to take you shopping. But let's give you a sneak peek coming up later in the hour of this day only. Brand new, we have a gorgeous tassel pendant with a pair of matching earrings. So sexy, so slinky. You've got these 3 gorgeous links of chain that dangle. They've got the fabulous diamond cut finish for some extra charm. And you can add the pendant to your order for $19.95 or the earrings for $49.95. Speaking of earrings, we have to talk about what I'm wearing. They are back by popular demand, and they are less than $16. Not for FlexPay, less than $16. They're 3-dimensional solid sterling silver, so you have the most reflective metal in the world. Love the hammered finish. It's gonna really be that eye-catching design, and they have such movement. They're so darling, they're so fun. Everyone grab a pair of Michael Anthony earrings today. You're gonna be so thrilled and so glad you did. And well, he's talking about his favorite earrings already. So let's introduce you to Anthony Paolercio, who's here to bring you the best of these classic Italian-inspired designs. Since 1992, you've been a part of our family here at HSN.
Thank you.
So welcome back. I know, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. In fact, should we just make it a party?
If you love, jump right in.
If you love Michael Anthony, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us your favorites. We have everything you need for Easter holidays, Mother's Day gifts, something precious, a lot of symbols this hour.
Graduations, birthdays. Yeah. Those earrings, you can't go wrong with those.
I know. So the earrings are already flying, but let's dive into some brand new designs. I promised you a lot of symbols this hour. 3 symbols of love and faith. Praying hands, hearts, and crosses. So you see how the heart design makes up a cross. You also have this beautiful length. It's over 1 inch in length. It's a spring price of $24.95. So fabulous opportunity to get home today. Tell us all about this one, Anthony, because you're famous for your crosses. And
first off, this is a brand new piece. First time we've ever done this piece. But wait till you see the praying hands, and wait till you see the 4 bodies of the cross in heart shapes. The crosses are exquisite. The hearts are exquisite, rather, in the shape of a cross. You're gonna absolutely love it, whether you use a beautiful silver chain, like the brilliant chain that we're showing you, or maybe have your own chain. But what a treat. And did you see the Swarovski elements?
Yeah, there's just a little flash of the crystals. all bright white, sparkling, clear crystals, and they create that ribbon effect. It's so beautiful. And I don't think I've ever seen anything like this, Anthony, where you have...
Look at the border.
Praying hands in the center. I'll point that out to you. You'll see the hands together in prayer. You have the hearts. You have 4 hearts that create the 4 points of the cross, the north, the south, the east, the west. And the hearts almost act like a ribbon the way that they wrap around.
Look at the side, though. It actually has wording in the gallery. Can you read it? It
does?
Look at the loop.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. You always have so many surprises in each of your designs.
Well, you know, with computers...
Oh, I see love.
Yep. With computers, you're able to do things that you could never do before. That's something that you see really only on the most expensive engagement rings.
You know what?
You
it says
see the
God
gallery.
On the other. Love God.
Right.
How about that?
Awesome.
And I love those little messages that are just for you. They're personal.
We started back in '86, and I used to love to give cards to my wife, to my children. And I always wanted to put these inspirational messages on. But unless you had the technology, how could you do it? So, pretty amazing.
You can see that on one side, this side, it's going to say God. On the other side, now it's very small, but if I hold it sideways and you have a really big television, you can actually see the word love. Isn't that beautiful? And it's all set in precious metals. Of course, that's what Michael Anthony's collection is famous for. And tell us, Anthony, why you love working with precious metals and your history in the jewelry business.
I originally started in silver. I was one of the largest bangle manufacturer in the United States. And then that came to an end, and then we moved into gold. And when we discovered diamond cutting, that launched us onto an entirely different career. We were basically the licensors for every sport, football, baseball, hockey. And all of those medallions were made in gold. But then when gold went through the roof, we had to go back to silver and stainless. So they now have become part of our line. But I love working in silver also. This is all rhodium, whether it's the chain or the cross. The chain, we're going to give you your choice of size. We have that from 16-inch, I believe, to 24-inch.
Yeah, stay tuned for the chain. That will come in a variety of lengths for you. It's going to be anywhere between like $14 and $20 for the chain. Otherwise, the pendant on its own is $24.95. We're taking care of the shipping and handling today. That's free. You always have our 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're new to HSN, or perhaps you haven't shopped jewelry with us here before, we are one of the largest purveyors of jewelry in the entire country. Some of our guests are part of our longtime family, and they are here year after year because of you.
I have news for you.
Oh, yeah?
When you look at our combined company now, we're the 3rd largest distributor, only next to, I don't want to tell you the 2 names, you probably know them, but this is an example of original quality piece. Perfect.
With all the symbols that you could possibly adore for Easter, for Mother's Day, praying hands, the cross, and of course the 4 beautiful hearts. It's perfectly proportioned, solid sterling silver. Stay tuned for the chains, which you're going to want to add to your order. But let's give you some more sneak peeks, because everyone is wondering, what is Angie wearing? What am I wearing? We are both wearing the 10 Commandment charm bracelet. I have been presenting jewelry for over a decade on television, Anthony. I've never seen 10 Commandments. Each of those charms, it's all set in solid stainless steel, is numbered with the Roman numerals. On the back, it actually has the 10 Commandment etched right in. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. I mean, you can read every single one. Crystal clear. Thou shalt not make unto... Yeah, I can't read all the 10 Commandments right now. Stay tuned. We'll get to all of those. But it is such a fun day to celebrate jewelry, to celebrate love. Jewelry is one of the most gifted gifts over this, of course, the season of spring, for Mother's Day, for Easter holidays. Nothing is more personal, and nothing makes us feel more special, and nothing lasts longer than precious metal. So here we go with the chains. These already have a fan following, and they already are sort of a cult favorite here at HSN, and we cannot keep them in stock. But let's begin with the choices. We have a 16, 18-inch, a 20-inch, or a 22-inch. It's called the Forzentina chain, which means mirror, right?
No, it's actually compressed. Forcentina is force.
Okay.
And this is a conventional, ordinary link chain. But the process that was invented in the last 2 years is using compression to the tune of about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds.
See how pretty that is.
When the link is formed, it's compressed, almost like a coin. We make all of the coins for the U.S. government in gold. We're the exclusive supplier, and in silver, we're the #1 supplier. And if you take this blank, you put it in a machine, and that has almost 50 tons of pressure to create a coin. So this chain was made with wire, but and then compressed. So
you have all these flashy, mirror-like discs.
Which I tried, like the 10 Commandments bracelet, I tried for years to make that in silver or gold. Impossible. It was only till I started dabbling in stainless was I able to make such a beautiful piece. This silver chain, you've never seen anything like this. Now we use this technology for gold and silver. But the beauty about this technology and why it will last so long is you don't compromise the strength of the chain. You actually, when you squeeze it like that, it's on the section that does not get the movement. The movement is only where the two links meet. That's the wear point, not that flat surface. And actually, when you compress metal, the metal becomes harder. So
it's even more durable.
So it's even more durable.
Adds to the strength. And look at the luster. Look at the way it's reflecting all the lights in the studio. And they're very, very popular. Again, all you do is choose your length, the 16, the 18, the 20, or the 22. And this is all made in Italy. Of course, we go to Italy. The tradition goes back centuries. They are famous for making chains. I mean, Imperial Rome became sort of the goldsmith workshop center of the world. Yeah, prior to the Etruscans.
When I started,
it's a long history.
When I started back in 1970, was my first, I was back in the jewelry business and as a jeweler. I didn't start importing till like 72 or 73, but Italy was the #1 producer of gold for the world. It only, once we got going and we started with ropes and chains manufacturing here in the United States, did we actually turn the tide and produce that gold here in the United States. And we still do. But we make chains all over the world. We have factories in Peru. Italy, we have actually 3 factories. So sometimes
you have to go to the source, right? To get in on
we are the source.
The best value, and of course a tradition, a legacy, a heritage of incredible craftsmanship. What an impressive buy, again, for as little as $13.95, for as low as $16.95, and anywhere in between. You can have your length. If any of your pendants needs a chain, if any of your ancient coin jewelry needs a chain, if any of your favorite charms need a chain, get it here today. You're gonna be so glad that you're watching. Speaking of watching, let's say
buy more than one.
Alice from, I think it's Alabama. Alice, you're live with Sarah and Anthony. Hi, welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Hi, I'm glad to be able to get to talk with Anthony. I have tried several times to call him on his programs, and I never get a chance to talk with him.
Well, thank you.
Too many people want to talk with you, Anthony.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to say that I have, most all of my jewelry is from you. I have 2 of the gold rings. I have the footprint ring, and I have the heart, the kisses and hugs ring.
Oh, cute.
And I have several pendants. I have the flag that you made shortly after 9/11.
Yeah, that was a famous
And I have the 4-way medal. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. That's another very classic
And they are all
one.
beautiful. And gold chains, I've got the pink,
the rose
white
gold?
I've got the rose gold, and I've got the gold.
Nice.
Well,
wow, what a collection, Alice.
It's a good thing you made those investments when you did, because those are all now worth a lot more money. Alice, have you ever tried any of our silver?
Yes, I have a couple of pieces of silver, but most of the silver I have given as graduation presents and stuff to my children.
Well, this is probably one of the most famous chains that we sell, And if you haven't tried one of these, you really should. They make phenomenal gifts alone, as layered. I mean, you can't go wrong. But Alice, thank you so much for calling.
Yes, thank you, Alice. How sweet of you to call. Enjoy your collection.
Thank you. Oh, I do. Thank you.
I'm a little bit jealous. I have to admit. She's got a few years on me, so she had a chance to shop with Anthony for gosh, over the last several years. So congratulations.
Well, we've seen gold. In my day, I saw gold start at $35 an ounce. And now it's $1,335, so it's quite a difference.
So now you can still have everything that you love about those Italian designs. You can have all precious metal, and that's what you're looking at. Now, Angie is wearing, let me just check. She's wearing both 16? The 18 and the 22, maybe? That's what it looks like, about the 18 and the 22. Now, if you're not sure what length to get, let me just kind of explain how each of these work. The 18 is probably the most classic, the most popular. When you buy pretty much any pendant that comes with a chain, it usually comes with an 18-inch length. You might prefer one with a little bit more drop. You might be looking for a 20-inch chain. Very hard to find. Even harder to find, a 22-inch chain. So it's almost like that opera length where it gives you a little bit more drop. It's very alluring. It works great if you have turtlenecks, or you have a collar, or you want to really have this layered look with a blazer or a silk blouse. And that 16-inch is going to be a little bit more like a choker length. That's what I was wearing, and I was layering it with the 20-inch underneath. So it's really great to have sort of a entire
wardrobe
collection, a wardrobe of chains. So you have one to either suit the mood, to fit the neckline that you're wearing that day, or to perhaps fit the right pendant. And if you have any pendants at home that you're not wearing because you're like, oh, I lost the chain, or I broke the chain, you know, this is a perfect time to really think about stocking up on chains.
How about for $65, you can get one of each? Because
there's Anthony doing the math.
These chains are so beautiful that whether they're a standalone or, and you can see Angie here, she put just the chain and then a pendant on the chain. They work so well.
They're so pretty.
They're not overpowering, that they're too thick, but yet they're not a thin chain. And I love, love, love those plates. I mean, we had chains before in the jewelry industry, little bars where they were two little wires and they were soldered together, but very, very labor intense to make. And then potentially, you know, when you have all those solder points, the chain could break. Whereas in this case, it's one continuous set of rings that there's only one solder point. The ring isn't compromised, and the ring is actually stronger than just a conventional
And you really
ring.
Maximize the reflection because you have those nice, big, wide, polished discs, and each of them act like hundreds and hundreds of little mirrors. And look at how they all catch the light. So from every turn of your shoulders, every time you enter a room or walk into the sunlight, it's going to be so sparkly. And I mean, boy, are you getting a big look for a very, very small investment. I want to give everyone a heads up because we have 4 sizes. But we don't have a lot of these to go around. So if you want to go ahead and just jump right in, I would not hesitate because they could go during these next 2 hours. Now, Angie's not even moving because she's a professional model and she knows how to hold very still. Isn't that right, Angie? So she knows how to lock in for the camera. But even without moving, you just breathe.
And that's
and the necklace comes
My brother Michael
to life.
used to say, a lot of flash for a little cash. You cannot get a better look than this.
Did he learn that in the Bronx? Is that
yeah,
a New York
exactly.
saying?
Well, we're both from the Bronx. And at the end of the day, what you really want is you want value. This is value. Here, when this comes to your house, it's going to come in a beautiful box, the little warranty card. When whomever you give this to, you wouldn't be able to find a card, let alone a flower or a rose.
No, you can't send chocolates for Mother's Day. You can't send one rose for this price.
For that, like a $16 price or $15.
They're going to be very, very limited by the end of the hour. Here's a quick update for you. If you want the 22-inch, we have fewer than 300 to go around. Otherwise, it's the 20, the 18, the 16, anywhere from $14 to $17. We are still doing all the flex pays on that necklace for you, which makes your flex pays like, what, a few dollars? So if you've got some change in your couch cushions, you can go ahead and scoop those earrings. By the way, for less than $30, you could own a necklace and a pair of earrings.
I'm in love with those.
So already so many of you, over 200 of you, have said, yes, I want my diamond cut teardrop earrings. They're flashy, they're scintillating, they've got movement, they're three-dimensional, and they are going to sparkle from every angle. They're so pretty on. I love the feminine design, that gradual teardrop. They're going to frame your face beautifully, and they're less than $16 at that spring price. National Jewelry Day. Can we do 2 of these a year? I guess there's only one National Jewelry Day.
I thought you were talking about presentations on this earring.
Well, those just don't last long enough to do that.
Another beautiful.
Let's give you a chance. Your first look at a 10-karat gold piece from Michael Anthony. Now, you loved the necklace because it was made in Italy. You're going to love the anklet because it's also made in Italy. It's a 9-inch length, but it has the option to extend up to 2 more inches. So you've got either the 9-inch or the 11-inch. And look how pretty that diamond cutting is.
This is another like a Forcentina where it's actually compressed. So here, it looks like diamond cutting. And we tried for years to be able to make links like this and add, whether it was a little miracle setting with a little diamond, but everything was price prohibitive. This, you're talking about a solid chain with the compression that when you look at those little links, the average person, even a jeweler, would look at it and go, wow, that's diamond cut. How did you diamond cut that? But it's not. It's compressed using little mirror plates that have the same look as a diamond cut. And as long as they're polished and as long as the gold is pure, you can create that look.
Wow, and this is 10-karat gold, so that means you're getting nearly 42% pure gold. You're getting an all-time precious metal. You're getting a noble metal.
Great anklet.
Glorious look. And if you don't have an anklet for spring and summer, I think you're just going to fall head over heels in love with this one. A customer pick. Check out those rave reviews. And again, 2 lengths. You can either put it at the 9-inch anchor, or you can go ahead and link it with the spring ring clasp at 11-inch. So one size fits all. Let's say hi to Nancy from South Dakota. Nancy, welcome to the show. You're live with Sarah and Anthony. Hi.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I got the 16-inch mirror chain with the praying hands cross for my granddaughter for her first communion.
You're going to love it when you see it. It's such a perfect piece. And I can't think of a more beautiful communion gift. So you made a wise choice, Nancy.
She loves sparkle and she loves the Lord. So I thought it was the perfect gift.
Good, good, good. And what are you going to buy yourself?
I'm still looking.
Smart girl. Well, Nancy, I'm so glad you had a chance to call in today. Enjoy shopping with Anthony, and you have a fabulous weekend and Easter holiday soon.
Thank you. Keep up the good work, Anthony.
Thank you, Nancy, and thank you for taking the time.
Thanks, Nancy. Okay.
Is that beautiful?
Let's give you one last look. We only got about a minute remaining.
You want to hear something insane?
Yeah.
This is only $69. When I started in the industry in 1966, I used to buy ankle bracelets from the store where I worked, because it was wholesale, and then resell them. And about the cheapest anklet that I sold was about $40, but they went all the way over $100. So here we are, and I know that in those days, jewelry was not being sold by weight. It was sold by the item. Today, you know, we kind of turn the industry upside down, Michael Anthony, and, you know.
Well, when it's so rare, when it's so precious, when it's so hard to come by, yeah, it now.
But here we are, gold is $35 to $1,300. That's literally like 40 times more expensive, and yet we have a price that
you still get a brilliant, brilliant look. And if you haven't shopped 10-karat gold, let me tell you what you're missing out on. It's more affordable than obviously 14-karat gold or 18-karat gold, but it's more durable.
You're right.
And
in a case like this, 10-karat supersedes 14 is very good, but I wouldn't make this an 18.
And especially when it's on an ankle, you know, and it's, you know, you're moving, you're bending, you want a really nice, durable gold construction. And I think you're just gonna have the perfect topper for that little pretty petty. And you can do that today. But again, 10 karat gold is fabulous. You really can't see the difference with the naked eye between 10 karat gold or 14 karat gold.
Ours.
So you might as well just treat yourself to a little special. That's a customer pick. Check out all those rave reviews online. Our first item has already sold out. Congratulations. Nancy picked up that for her daughter's communion. So we have more. We have a lot of hearts. We have a lot of crosses. We have a lot of Jesus pendants. We also have a lot with the Virgin Mary. We have a lot to celebrate this spring season. Now coming up, we also have the accent of the dove and the cross. This is one of my favorites.
Diamond accent.
Genuine kiss of diamonds. Here's the dove. You have this beautiful vine of branches in the background, the symbol of life and everything that connects us. The circle of life creates that beautiful oval frame, and then look at the cross,
and
the
then
bottom right hand corner.
Did you see the prayer? It says, with God, all things are possible.
With God, all things are possible.
What a perfect message.
And that's engraved on the back. It's the perfect size. It's not overwhelming. So if you just shopped for a few of those brand new chains, that would be a lovely addition, because that looks great on all of those brand new sterling silver chains. That's at a spring price, $29.95. I mean, you are getting pieces that really have a sentiment to them, that have a message.
Works of art.
They really do.
Well, you know what? The message to me completes the gift. You know, when I used to shop for cards, sometimes I would be in there for a half hour. Nowadays, it's even hard to find a good quality card. They've made mistakes, a lot of mistakes.
Well, sometimes you don't know what to say, so you can let...
This is true.
That's true. Sometimes you're at a loss for words. Sometimes you can let the jewelry do the talking, or let the quality speak for itself. This is Michael Anthony's Jewelry Tassel Drop Sterling Silver Jewelry Collection. It is brand new. This is the first time you're seeing it, and the price is just for today. We have the tassel, which we are showing on that mirror link necklace that we just had on earlier. So the tassel on its own is going to be, we're calling it the pendant, $19.95. Again, you have that beautiful slinky chains, and then the earrings are going to be $49.95. It's like getting two of the pendants when you consider all the silver and all the craftsmanship that has gone into these. Tell us about these.
And Sarah, if you look at the diamond cutting, like on the pendant, and you look at the sparkle on the chain, you'd say, wait a second, is that chain diamond cut or not? But it's not. It's the high polished mirror finish on the chain, but it's so comparable to the diamond cutting, and I think that's why people love it so much.
Yeah, we have a great close-up coming that will walk you through all the intricate details.
Okay, stop there for a second. Look at that shot. See, it almost looks square. They
a little bit of that geometric.
Right. That's another form of diamond cutting, but again, we keep pushing the borders on it and trying to, and that's a cut that we came up with about 5 years ago, that when you cross-cut, it literally looks like you're looking into a diamond.
Really?
Just fabulous.
So from across the room, everyone might be wondering, is she wearing diamond earrings? Because they really do have that flash and scintillation. I mean, look at them. Angie's modeling them beautifully. You can really see how they catch the light. And notice how it starts with that beautiful, sort of a raised dome effect. That's that dimension, that geometric design.
It's basically shaped like an M&M. But
you're right.
What you need to understand...
Then you have those 3 chains that hang below.
About a pair of earrings like this, these are virtually indestructible. What I love about earrings like this is that they're linear. So you put them on, they always sit properly on your ear. The Euro wire...
Yes, they always face forward.
Always face forward.
I'm going to slip these on for you as well.
And they never look... There's nothing more upsetting than looking at a woman and seeing an earring like twisted in one direction. It's kind of like it defeats the purpose of adoring yourself. And what I love about these is that HSN's QA has always required us to use a certain thickness on the Euro wire. So it's the perfect size.
French wire back.
And
right
for myself as the manufacturer that gives a lifetime warranty, I want to make sure that those earrings are strong, that they'll last you. What you just do with that Eurowire is you give it a little squeeze.
Okay.
So that when you put it through your earlobe, it actually squeezes your earlobe.
Let me show that to you. So you can see it's very, very simple to slip through.
Right, and then what I would do is just squeeze this.
After you put it in?
No, well, here. See the way this is? You can adjust this like this, okay, for everyone's earlobe.
Okay.
So if your earlobe is a little more, then you just pull it just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But by doing that, when you put it in your ear, it never comes out.
Never comes out. I love that.
Oh, and you don't have to futz with a little, you know,
and sterling silver is so malleable. Notice how it's high polished on the back, so even if you have short hair or you have your hair pulled back.
That's what touches your cheek.
Like I do today. Yeah, that's what feels so smooth. You know. And then you have these 3 chains. Now you'll see the center one is slightly longer. The 2 additional chains have that graduated design, and all of those sort of really give you that ultra big impact. So texture, movement, the craftsmanship is there.
Beautiful.
It's beautifully
Don't
made.
miss the slide.
Solid sterling silver. So yes, this is just one of the earrings, and you'll notice it matches the slide or the pendant perfectly. And they're fun. They're kind of charming the way that, you know, they're going to dance and they're going to.
And the beautiful thing about the slide is whether you put it on a 16-inch or the 22-inch, you're going to create a look. And that look is going to be unique to you. So if you buy the 16 and the 20-inch chain, 16-inch you can wear just as a tie on the neckline, and then hang it just the way Angie
Actually, I'm wearing it right now.
Yep.
So I can show you lots of different ways. So
yours is higher on the top.
Angie and I are opposites.
But it's perfect.
Yeah, she decided to do the pendant on the longer chain, which I really love that look. It's very fashion forward. It's very modern, certainly very youthful. You can layer, and anything in that layer design right now is so hot right now. I wore it on the shorter chain, as you can see, but then that longer chain sort of frames it beautifully and sort of draws your eye inward. Now let me give you the length on the earrings and the length on the pendant. They're over 2 inches. So I'm just gonna grab my ruler with one hand. Okay, there we go. So you can see the length is a little over 2 inches, but yet they're not heavy. I barely feel like I'm wearing earrings because they're so lightweight. And then with all those little chains just sort of moving from side to side, they swing. They're kind of flirty. They're fun. And if you're not wearing sterling silver, you're wearing one of the most glorious, most reflective, youthful metals in the world. They bring light to your face.
And they're rhodiumed.
Yes, they're all bathed in rhodium.
So that color and that look will not change with time. Easy to maintain. You don't have to worry about using solvents to keep that brightness. What you see is what you're going to get, and what you're going to get for a very long time to come.
I mean, you know what? And even if Angie was dressed in her little black dress, you know, a romantic evening, I mean, these will look just as dynamite at a black tie affair as they would as if you were wearing your little peasant dress on the beach, or you're going kind of boho chic for a summer occasion. If you don't have any fun, flirty earrings that give you that sort of movement, that articulation, try these today, and then be sure to add on the pendant. Only today will we make this available at this price. Only today do we have free shipping for our big National Jewelry Day. And then, of course, all the chains that both Angie and I are wearing are available for about $14 all the way up to about $20. So whatever you do, add a chain to your order, because we are getting limited in those chains. We already lost one of the sizes, or limited on that 22-inch. So we'll keep you updated on the Forzentina chains, but this is our this day only. Tassels, tassels everywhere. You're seeing tassels in fashion. You're seeing tassels on the runway. Why not have your own exotic flair? Yeah, they're just fun, and they're timeless. Now, I want you to take a close look, because I promised you all the ultimate symbols of the season. This is a 10-karat gold Christ head hologram pendant. Very briefly, what are we looking at, Anthony? And
this is the newest technology known in the world. It's a process called a digital hologram. It almost looks like an opal. And what you're looking at are 300,000 pixels in 1 square inch. What the rest of the world knows is only 1,000, 1,100. No one has ever seen anything like this. That's the image of Christ. You're gonna see 14 beautiful points And those are the 14 stations of the cross. And wait till I show you the actual images of the stations.
14 works of art. Yeah, it's really amazing. And the mysteries have yet to unfold, so stay tuned for that one. Just wanted to give you a sneak peek. $20 off free shipping today. But we are going to have one pendant after another, and this one will be, I think, one of your all-time favorites. It's a two-tone crucifix pendant. Spring price today, $99.95. It is brand new. It is $20 off. And of course, we have the crucifix, the sacred symbol of Christian faith that has endured throughout the centuries. It has weight to it. Beautiful. It's a powerful reminder of your faith, a symbol of inspiration. And this time of year, always a symbol of rebirth, renewal, spring, well, you know, a new beginning.
We've made thousands of different designs, and it's very seldom do I come across a design that I say, wow, I've never seen a cross like that. This is a very classic cross. When you see the 4 points, they're so nice. It's very high polished. The reverse is very high polished. It's engravable also.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. Yes, and because it is solid, 10 karat gold.
Yeah, so you feel the weight in this piece. I don't know what that is on the top. A little bit of glue, I think. Maybe when
we have to put a sticker on everything, Anthony. You know that.
Well, no. Sometimes when they do them for the still shots, they use
they have to stick them to something.
Yep.
But yes, the back is all fully, highly polished. And then not only do you have the crucifix, which you see here, but then, of course, you see a symbol of Jesus on the cross. And he's done in a different tone. So you have both the white gold and the yellow gold together. And that means that he sort of stands out. It's three-dimensional. You can see his outstretched arms. You can see how his ankles are crossed. And you can see that it provides the perfect backdrop with that 10 karat gold two-tone in the background.
You know? Yeah. And that's a piece of actual white gold. So it's rhodium plated, but magnificent piece.
Yeah, and you can see the size is
Angie put it on the silver chain.
Yeah, with the two-tone pendant, you can wear this either on the sterling silver. We also have gold chains available for you, but she is wearing it on the Forzentina, which we had on earlier. So for less than $20, you can add the chain if you prefer. But the length is perfect. It's 1.5 inches in length.
Nice size.
So it's a great everyday piece. If you don't have your signature cross, maybe this is it.
Well, and you know what? It's funny, and I'm sure you never heard this story, but as a jeweler, as a bench jeweler, and I was a bench jeweler from the time I was like 17, as soon as I graduated high school, till probably 35 or 40, was I still on the bench. And one of the most common pieces that people would bring was the cross, grandma's cross or grandpa's cross. And they used to bring it because, see the top here where that little ring is? The bail and that would wear out.
Sure.
So it wasn't that they weren't all made improperly, but people had a tendency that when they put the cross on, that was it. They didn't need another piece, and they literally wore that cross. And I remember my grandmother, same thing, had this cross on for my whole life.
Sure.
And ultimately, that part wears out. So when I started making jewelry,
so gorgeous.
One of my pet peeves was always making sure those bails were perfect, so that no matter what chain you wanted to wear, and adding a little extra gold on that ring.
It's a very substantial piece. You will not be disappointed. And if you have very discerning taste and you want gold and nothing but, that's true 10 karat gold. The two-tone design means you can wear it with everything. And that might be your new go-to piece. So fewer than 100 now to go around, so we're gonna have to move along.
But great for communions,
yes, thank you for all of your calls and all of your orders so far. I think you're just gonna be thrilled because spring is the season of giving, whether it's Mother's Day, whether it's Easter, graduations, confirmations. Hey, something for yourself? What about this? The 10 karat praying hands two-tone pendant. Check this out. This is also solid 10 karat gold, a two-tone design. You've got this beautiful, ornate, intricate filigree around
and on the praying hands
frame. And is this a choice of, or we
either or? Yeah.
Praying hands, okay.
Right.
Okay, so here's the praying hands.
And the praying hands say, God.
Oh, that's on clearance too, for $49.95.
God grant me the serenity on the reverse side of the praying hands, and then it says, follow this dove to a world of peace, love, and harmony.
And if you choose the angel, you'll get that one also on clearance for $44.95. Yeah, just a sneak peek. I can read it right here. It says, my guardian angel, protect me. How about that? Those are both beautiful. Less than $50. They're both on clearance, so that means they are limited. And when they're gone, they're gone. So I think you're really going to love having pieces that speak to you, that speak to your faith, that are wonderful reminders, daily inspirations, affirmations.
And workmanship, like...
it's incredible. I mean, every time I pick up one of your pieces, Anthony, I have to say, I'm blown away.
I feel the same way.
The detail is extraordinary. Let's give everybody a chance to shop for a ring because we don't get a lot of rings in gold and they are rarely at an affordable price. But Anthony has somehow figured out a way to bring this home for you. A 10-carat diamond cut 4.5 millimeter band ring. So it's not boring at the least. You have a basic band, but you have lots of presence to it. It's catching the light from every angle. It's actually almost like having 3 bands in one, the way it wraps around your finger.
And the diamond cutting is what's superb on this. This is a very narrow diamond. And every tool has a different size. They go from 120 degrees all the way to 180 degrees, which is perfectly flat, and then ones that are even narrower, like 90 degrees. And all of those cuts are hand placed. But what's so unusual about this is it's almost like a dome ring. Has a very high profile. The diamond cutting is, you know, deep into the metal. It's beautifully high polished on the inside. Not the kind of ring that you'll just find anywhere.
Super smooth. And I love that because you want to have a ring that's special, that's unique to you, that showcases your personality. And sometimes one great gold ring is all you need. I mean, it can be something that you wear every day. It can be something that you reach for special occasions. It'd be a symbol of your love, a commitment, a friendship, or if you just haven't had a chance to shop for gold in a while. Think about this. It's very substantial.
This is a classic. You know, my father passed away. He left me his chain and his ring. Actually, I have 2 of his rings. And one of them is a band. And I love wearing it. It's simple, it's comfortable, it's easy to wear. So when I look at this, and I just looked at it on Angie's hand, I said, wow, what a beautiful look. I know it'll be comfortable. I know you'll enjoy wearing it. And isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah, you want something that maybe is, you know, your go-to style. It's very, very comfortable. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's all high polished on the inside. And you get all the texture that catches the light on the outside. Look at this. It's like almost every single band of gold has all these little flashy geometric stations, and each of those flatter surfaces. Yeah, that's what catches the light. And then you see almost that ribbon of light that just wraps all the way around. Super comfortable. It nestles right between your other fingers, so it doesn't feel awkward. You don't have a stone that flips or turns. You just have something beautiful and something timeless. And the great thing about gold is that it never goes out of style. Gold is forever. Gold is enduring. Mom you never throw your gold away.
Mom always used to say, you know, you can give money as a gift or you could give gold. But you'll never hear someone go, oh, another check or no money, or, oh no, another piece of gold. And she was so right, you know, because whatever it is, whether it's one of the silver chains or the silver cross, you know,
they are pieces that you're going to treasure for a lifetime.
Well, and they're so affordable that you could actually give a little check and a little piece of silver. You know, like these earrings.
And I don't think you even need to write a check for this one. You just need a little lucky. You need a lucky clover for this one, because let me just give everyone a quick update. We gave you a sneak peek before the show started, and now hundreds of you have already placed your order. They will sell out this hour. We have a spring price of $15.95 on one of Anthony's all-time best best-selling teardrop earrings with a diamond cutting with a three-dimensional design that goes all the way around. We're still doing the 4 flex pay on this, which makes it kind of crazy at $399 for monthly payments.
Let's just put this in here.
And then you'll have a lot of fun with these.
This is what I want to say to you. Federal Trade Commission has a whole bunch of rules that we have to apply and make sure that we follow. In this case, this is a sterling silver earring. Right. It's a stampado, and even though the sheets are solid sheets, when you create 2 halves and you put them together, technically it's a hollow earring. So it's right to say that it's sterling through and through, but it's actually a stampado. So I would never use the word solid. I
can see what you're saying. I can see your point.
So it's whether it's a ring or that's.
Yeah, and that's what also makes them really lightweight on the ear. Right,
well,
if they were super heavy, your earlobe would be down to your shoulder.
Right, if I tried to make that in a casting, the price would be 5 times, and you would not feel comfortable wearing it.
You would not want to wear these earrings for more than a half second.
You could wear them, but ultimately you'll need about a $4,000 or $5,000 surgery on your ear to fix your earlobe. But magnificent earring, magnificent beautiful? As a gift. You could see the rating. If that's not a 5,
it's
like
all 5 stars. In fact, I counted 31 5-star reviews. Every single one of you that got these home had a chance to write a review, and you gave it all 5 stars. So don't just take our word for it. That's something that you have rated as one of your top favorites from the Michael Anthony collection. The teardrop shape, I think, is so pretty. You can see it here in this close-up. Yeah, it does look like a drop of dew.
The chocolate.
Oh,
right.
You've talked about M&Ms, and now you're talking about chocolate kisses.
Well, these were
You're driving me crazy.
When these were first designed, probably around the time you were born. These were called kiss earrings after the chocolate.
After the chocolate. How
and
about that?
Not only are they beautiful, I've made these in gold, also very beautiful, but I love making them as a stampado because it's so much more three-dimensional.
Right.
So no matter
more surface area you have.
And no matter what angle you're at, you see that three-dimensional look.
Yeah, there's no front or back.
No.
There's nothing you need to hide. There's nothing that's going to flip or spin.
In it. You can talk on the phone with this. You'll never get tired of this earring. And whether you buy 1 pair or 4 pair, you're going to find one for yourself, and then you're going to enjoy giving this as a gift. Because
super wearable.
Super wearable.
I mean, 1 inch in length. They're just a little less than ½ an inch in width.
Perfect
so they get a nice big presence on the ear, that 3-dimensional design that just catches the light so beautifully. Now, Angie's wearing them, I'm wearing them. Now, this is like getting each earring for $8. I mean, it's already like super crazy that you get a pair of earrings that we're gonna ship for free. If you're a savvy shopper, you're probably already thinking of who needs a gift this spring. Maybe it's your niece who's having a birthday. Maybe it's your granddaughter that's graduating from high school or college. You could get a couple sets of these earrings, and then you'll have that emergency go-to gift. And to know that you're giving the gift of all precious metal, to know that you're giving someone a gift that they can wear over and over again, that they always feel lightweight, they always feel pretty, they always are gonna be catching the light, they're always just gonna have that fun little dance and movement, they're not gonna weigh you down, and they're beautiful from every angle. Every hairstyle, certainly knows no age.
Right, I like the fact
if you love a great pair of earrings.
That we're about 30 feet from Angie, and we looking at our side, not only can we see them, but the reflectivity of the light off of the diamond cutting really is like a perfect touch to an earring.
And maybe you need a little update to your earrings. You know, maybe you're just doing some classic studs, or you've got some timeless round hoops. This would be a little fun update, a little modern twist. The stampado is really beautiful. I mean, that really evokes the Italian tradition, the texture, right?
You know
of
what?
The Etruscans.
You got me
Italians.
going, because this morning I said, yes, I'm Italian. And I remember when I was younger, I used to say that. And then finally one day I said, dummy, you're an American of Italian descent. You were born here, not in Italy. And my dad was the first one born here, so by him I'm second generation. But my mother was born in Italy, so for her I'm first generation. But I love going to Italy, and as you talked about the shows.
Oh,
yeah.
We're going to have to...
Congratulations.
Wow, okay, that went really fast. Congratulations, everybody. Stay on the phones or online if you're already there. We will have a pair for you, but let's give you some updates on the diamond and the cross. I'm sorry, the dove and the cross pendant with the kiss of diamonds. There's a genuine diamond accent in the cross. I love the vines. I love the nature-inspired design. I love that the dove, the ultimate symbol of peace and hope, and then you have the cross here.
And then on the reverse side,
it's so beautiful, and on the reverse, there's a wonderful message that goes all the way around.
Yeah, with God, all things are possible.
With God, all things are possible.
Don't we know that?
At $29.95. We have fewer than 70 to go around. That will also sell out at a chain for $15 or $20, depending on your length of choice. And you'll have an entire ensemble for less than $50. Who knew you could wear such beautiful precious metal designs? But Michael Anthony's on a roll today, and you are going to love his 10 Commandments charm bracelet. Half gone already. This is a gift of a lifetime. This is a gift that keeps on giving. This is not only capturing all the fashion and the in vogue styles that we love about charm bracelets, but unlike any other charm bracelet I've ever seen, there are not only 10 charms, but each one has a Roman numeral and the 10 Commandment on the other side. It's stretchy, so it's one size is gonna fit most here, and the beads go all the way around.
I told you, it eluded me my entire life. I tried in gold, I tried in silver, but it was only until
so cool.
we started dabbling in stainless that I was able to deliver this. What I love about this is the sound. You can hear that jingle. You know, even charm bracelets nowadays, you can't find them. You can't get a good quality charm bracelet at an affordable price that works. Usually you have to buy the charms separately, Michael. Look at all the charms. You can actually read them right on your television screen. Talk about how you etch the words so clearly. Well, those are laser engraved. This is stainless steel. This is like your fine Swiss watch. I mean, this is one of the most wearable metals in the world. Won't tarnish or corrode. Corrode or scratch. And stainless is so hard, but these are finished so well that shine maintains. So the Roman numeral looks amazing. And you know what? It's a good thing to be able to know each commandment and be able to read it and remind yourself. Let's face it, do you really remember all of them? No, I don't. You can read them all. When you read it, you remember them. You do. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. And it just goes on and on. And, you know, it's a great reminder. It's great, you know, affirmation. It's a token that you can hold and read and touch. It's tangible. It's tangible. And we look for those mementos in our life. The dove and the cross have sold out. Congratulations. I think this is our third or fourth sellout, so let's get you updated as everything goes quickly today. Do not miss out because we've got Anthony Palerzio in the house. He is an American-Italian or an Italian-American? What did we decide on? I'm an American of Italian descent. There we go. Second or third generation, depending who you ask. Some more great items on our website at hsn.com. The two-tone nativity stone ring. Now, we don't have full presentations on his nativity stone items, but they are very, very popular. They carry an immense story and symbolism of the birthplace. So add one of those to your order. That's on a spring price of $39.95. Okay, I hope you have some tricks up your sleeve, Anthony, because everything's going quickly. Unfortunately, they gave it to me with the angel, so now I have to turn my iPhone on. Okay, you get organized. Unless they can swap this one out for me. I'll introduce everybody to the item. Okay, we have to interrupt quickly. My producer has said there's been another update. The 10 Commandments charm bracelet has sold out. Congratulations. I'm going to need some new bracelets to wear. Take a look at this while my iPhone comes on, because they told me I'm not allowed to have it on set. But the amazing thing about that you're seeing here is the image of Christ, which is very, very true to the image that we know of Christ that came from the Shroud of Turin. But then the cross, the image of Christ, has 14 points. And those 14 points
go all the way around, almost like the hours on a clock.
And every one of those points shows one of the stations of the cross. Now, if my phone...
And let me give everyone the dimensions while you look that up, because I want to also show you the back. On the reverse, there is a message. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Look at that. Look how clear that is. And that's right next to your heart. That's right against your skin. That's something that you can carry with you, that you can hold and treasure. This is all set in 10-karat gold. So this is all gold. The chain is not included. You can add one of the chains that we've already presented this hour. But the size is impressive. It's over an inch in length. So let me hold up my ruler. So it's going to be about the size of a quarter, maybe just slightly bigger, just to sort of put that in perspective.
Well, look at the frame,
and you see all the colors of the rainbow. Yeah, talk about the detail, because this diamond cut frame has all those little fun accents and textures as it goes all the way around. And then if you hold it just in the right place, you see those 14 points.
Now,
the 14 works of art.
My phone is not booting up. Let's go. Oh, wait a second. Here it is.
Electronics failed us
Yes,
again.
no, they haven't failed me. Where we are. All right, great.
You'll have to sketch something
Great.
for
Let's
us.
see if we can get a full view. Probably not.
Okay.
So let's
We actually have some pictures on our website that we can show everybody, Michael.
This is what I want.
Check this out. See what my producer shows. And see if you can walk us through some of that. She's going to zoom in and zoom out.
So there are the 14 points, but go close up to the actual first station of the cross.
Like at 12 o'clock?
12 o'clock.
Okay.
And you can see, look at the clarity. And these are some famous artwork. And every one of them, as you see them, they're the most beautiful depictions of the stations of cross that you've ever seen.
How about that? Now, how did you get all of that?
Well, I have a friend who was a rocket scientist. Well, he was originally a rocket scientist and then worked at Kodak, and he actually gets paid a royalty on every one of those Xboxes that I sold. So this guy is a genius. He created this process. And very few people in the world have even seen this. So this is in its infancy. But when you see it, look at that color.
Yeah, and it looks
wait till you see this
like
in
a
sunlight.
different color from every angle of the room. So it has sort of that opal effect, where it's
almost
effervescent.
No, a triplet it's called, when the opal is done in layers. And yes, it has all of those colors, but there's like a million colors to the rainbow. And these pieces are
put this against my
impermeable.
Hand.
You cannot damage this. That's a crystal, a mineral crystal on the front.
Okay, so it's protecting the hologram?
The actual digital hologram is welded using an epoxy together.
And you can see it, the image of Christ.
Oh, it's magnificent.
And it's so beautifully etched.
You have never seen anything like this. When you own one of these and people see it on you, you get a little reader card, and that reader card, you can ultimately
It'll kind of be a little bit of a guide.
Download it to your phone, and then show people, like I was about to do.
Like all the different works of art that are represented. Now, if you look carefully, as if you would look for the hours of the clock. That's a great angle there.
Oh, it's amazing.
I finally figured out how to get a hologram on camera. It took me almost the whole presentation, but there it is. You can really see that each of those points will represent a famous work of art.
Look at the image of Christ, though. That's the amazing part. I told you a quick story. About 20 years ago, I was sitting at home on a Saturday afternoon. It was raining. I'm watching television, and I'm watching one of the channels that, do historical things. And they show the Shroud of Turin. Well, the next thing I know, they actually show the image of Christ on the Shroud of Turin. And guess what? It's the image that we have been manufacturing our whole life. I didn't know that it came from the Shroud of Turin.
That was the
Boy, I tell you, it knocked me off that couch. I jumped up. It was like, wow. So how do we know?
About how this is almost like a wearable work of art.
Yeah, it is.
When you think about,
a wearable
and then
art.
it's so full of mystery, and even all of those different 14 points of light, 14 works of art, maybe only known to you. Now, besides my fingerprint, I do want to read the back to you one more time. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you can wear that right against your heart. You know, that can be something that you keep close to you.
And the hologram, the digital hologram that really makes it so amazingly beautiful. Whoops, sorry about that.
They don't let me work backstage. There we go. Get the right angle for you.
The actual coloration, when you see this in sunlight and you see it in person, you are just not going to believe. And this will never change, will never fade. You'll learn how to do that on
And you'll get so many questions. What is that? Or who is that? What are you wearing? Is that a gemstone? Is that a mirror?
Oh, it's in sunlight.
Is that an opal?
Look at it.
You have rainbows of light. I love that it just sort of is so fascinating. And again, full of delight, and you're going to surprise everybody. What a wonderful gift that would be. And you're giving the gift of gold along with, of course, the symbol of Christ and the special message on the back. Do add a chain to your order if you're looking for a chain. Otherwise, any gold chain you already own will be the perfect display. But it's here today at a spring price, $20 off. We're going to say final call as everything is going quickly today. Do not hesitate. Just jump on board or go to hsn.com. You can follow along online, or if you always thought that maybe jewelry was expensive, or if you thought it was out of your league, or you couldn't afford Italian gold or these Italian designs, certainly think again, because
this is supernatural.
Okay, 20% off our inspirational jewelry, and that includes the new arrivals from Michael Anthony. And I think this entire hour or two that we have together is full of inspiration, full of doves.